The story starts in the deepest forest of West Virginia. A couple, Rich and Hallie, are climbing a deserted road. Rich reaches the top and sees a dirty stream of water ahead. Feeling proud of his success, he claps for himself and calls out to Hallie. While climbing, Hallie slips but regains her balance and keeps going. She calls Rich for help but doesn't see him anywhere. Suddenly, drops of blood fall on her face. Shocked, she looks up and sees Rich lying dead below her. Before she can understand what's happening, someone starts pulling her up forcefully. Hallie manages to cut her rope, but she loses her grip and falls down. She lands near Rich's lifeless body and begins to cry. Hearing strange voices from the mountain, she tries to escape to her car. On her way, her foot gets caught in barbed wire and she falls. A mysterious person drags her away. Later, the news reports robberies and strange occurrences in this area, with claims of witchcraft sightings. The scene shifts to a man named Chris, who is driving to another city for a job interview. He gets stuck in a traffic jam caused by a chemical truck accident 5 miles ahead. Realizing he'll be late, Chris decides to take another route. He turns his car around and drives to a nearby gas station to look for directions. At the gas station, he meets the sickly-looking owner. Chris tries to make a phone call but finds the phone is dead. He notices a map showing a rough road that leads to the city. The gas station owner suggests he take that road. Chris follows the advice and drives into a dense forest, where he sees a dead deer on the road. Trying to avoid it, his car crashes into another vehicle. The crash isn't severe, and Chris is unharmed. The owners of the other car approach him, and he apologizes, offering to pay for the damage. They explain that their car was stopped because someone had spread barbed wire on the road, causing their tire to puncture. The group decides to explore the area while Evan and Francine stay behind with the cars. As the group walks, they find a dead mongoose that has been torn apart. They also see burning car tires, a sign of danger. Meanwhile, Evan hears something in the bushes and goes to check, but he doesn't return. Francine follows to look for him and finds his shoe and a severed ear. Before she can react, someone attacks and kills her. The remaining group continues walking and discovers a strange house. They knock but find no one inside. Entering the house, they see a messy dining table, car keys, and glasses. Opening the refrigerator, they are horrified to find human body parts. Jesse spots barbed wire similar to what punctured their tire. Suddenly, a vehicle approaches the house. The group tries to escape through the back door, but it's locked. 3 cannibals enter the house and throw Francine's dead body onto the table. They start cutting her up with sharp tools. Terrified, the group hides and waits for the cannibals to fall asleep after eating. Then, they try to sneak out. As they leave, one cannibal wakes up and spots them. The group runs into the forest, but the cannibals follow. Chris tries to steal one of their vehicles to distract them, but he gets shot with an arrow. Injured, he tells the others to run. Scott runs toward a truck but is killed by another arrow. Jesse and Chris manage to escape deeper into the forest, reaching a watchtower. Climbing up, they find a first aid kit and an old radio. Jesse treats Chris's wound while Carly tries to call for help using the radio. The cannibals notice them in the tower and set it on fire. With no other choice, the group jumps onto nearby trees to escape. As they climb from tree to tree, one cannibal catches up and kills Carly. Chris and Jesse continue running until they reach a road, where they see a police van. Thinking they're safe, Chris approaches the van, but a cannibal shoots the officer with an arrow. Chris hides under the van while the cannibal searches for him but doesn't find him. Meanwhile, Jesse is captured by the cannibals and taken to their house. As they prepare to kill her, Chris arrives in a stolen vehicle and crashes into the house, killing one of the cannibals. He frees Jesse, but another cannibal attacks them. Jesse manages to kill the attacker with an arrow. Before leaving, Chris rigs the house to explode by targeting the fuel box of a police engine. The house is destroyed in a massive blast. Chris and Jesse drive away in a truck, eventually reaching the gas station. The owner, seeing them, locks his door in fear. Chris takes the map from the station and walks away with Jesse, determined to leave the nightmare behind.